Hello friend, my name is Asindra and today I'm going to continue playing for you Magical Otoge Ciel, but we're really just going through the rest of the extras, hopefully. If we don't get them all finished, then, we'll deal with that. So here's the character question and answering. The characters of Magical Otoge Ciel gathered to have a Q&A session after the release of the game. Hello there everyone! I'll be your humble announcer for this Q&A. We even have Marchen and Ven joining us today. I don't usually leave my world, but it's okay for this time because the fourth wall is already broken. Let's all get along. I don't know if that's possible for Florian and Yvin. You can say that again. Oh, why can't we all just be friends? Because I don't like you. Is it because of the puns? Partly. Oh, don't keep the announcer guys waiting, you two. That's right! In any case, the first question is for... Marchen! Oh, really? I wasn't expecting anything. There were people who even asked for a root for you, you know? I don't know what Ven's voice is gonna be I'm just gonna... Oh, how sweet of them. It's a little embarrassing to think about. That being said, the first question is, Marchen, can you be my boyfriend? Boyfriend? Oh my. Every once in a while, people ask me things like that in their dreams, but I can never get used to hearing it. I'm sorry to say I can't. I'm not a normal existence after all. The only time you can remember or meet me is in your dreams. So I can't be your boyfriend, girlfriend, or romantic partner in general. I only want to live a real happy life in peace with everyone else. Dreams are no place for that to happen. You would be much happier with someone else. It's for the best. Even so, I'd be happy to talk to you any time when you're dreaming. If you ever need anyone to lend an ear, I'll always be waiting for you. A sweet answer, as expected of Marchen. The next question for Marchen is, what happened to your eye? Oh, this? It's related to my powers. As you may know, I guard over people's souls in their dreams. Part of my consciousness is doing that right now as we speak. Keeping at least one eye closed like this makes it easier for me to concentrate on that. Nice. Marchen is sure is diligent. Of course. People would die if I was lenient. Right. Good thing you're the one doing that job. Anyway, the next question is for Ven. I'm ready. The question is, how tall are you? Well, I'm somewhere between 4 to 5 feet or 122 to 152 centimeters. Let's leave it at that. The next question for Ven is, why is one side of your hair longer than the other? An unfortunate haircutting accident for the aesthetic or a curse? The reason isn't anything too dramatic. Way back when I was a human, I wasn't sure if I preferred both sides of my hair to be long or not, so I kept one side shorter for comparison. I was planning on deciding on which style I liked more, but then things happened. So now I just keep it this way. It reminds me of the old times. Besides, it looks kinda cool like this, doesn't it? It makes me look a little more mysterious and stuff. You betcha! Thanks for sharing that with us, Ven. The next question is for Florian. This isn't going to be like the questions in Ven's dungeon, right? Ha! Probably not. Hopefully reassuring. Your first question is, do you really like reading romance novels? What? Of course not. Who told you that? You like reading romance novels, Florian? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I see you reading books about medicine every once in a while, but I guess you were using those to hide romance novels. It's not like that. Sure it isn't. Well, on to the next question, Florian. The question is, why are you so precious? Why am I... What? I, don't know what you're talking about. Are you embarrassed, Florian? No? Sheesh, the Flans really like flirting, don't they? You might want to just get used to it. The next question is for Yvin. Bring it on. The question is, do you like to sleep a lot? Oh, you know it. Sleep is just amazing, and it's free. Sleep is so great that sometimes you feel it's alright if you kept on sleeping forever. That's bad. You might die if you don't wake up. Okay, the next question is for Anton. The question is, could we see you without your armor? Why would the fans ask of such a thing? Although I suppose that much is fine. Oh my god. Anton takes the top part of his armor off. Wow, I don't usually see Anton without his armor off in broad daylight. He's very buff. I'll give him that. Was the solution really just ask? Does this suffice? Whew, I bet it does. Although I think I'm hearing some feedback with mutters of take it all off, but let's ignore that. Agreed. Sheesh, you're tough competition, I gotta say. And also... Even snaps a picture of Anton. What are you doing? I'm going to sell these pictures for premium, of course. You'd think I'd let a chance like this slip by? Do you really want to split the rewards, Anton? I don't need money gained through such methods. Anton puts his armor back on. Oh well, looks like the show's over. Moving on. The next question is for Ciel. Which cake flavor do you like the best out of vanilla, red velvet, and silky smooth chocolate? Huh, I wonder why they'd ask me to choose out of those three. Is this question hinting at something else? No, of course not. Okay then. I guess I prefer... okay, yeah, I like you, Vin. I prefer chocolate. Of course you do. Thanks for choosing me, Princess. What? I thought it was choosing what cake flavor I liked. Or maybe it was asking what man flavor you liked. Okay, that's gross. What? Oh my god. Stop talking, you cretin. Alright, and so the last question is for everyone. What are your favorite ice cream flavors? I guess the same as the cake flavor for me. Ice cream, huh? It's been a while. I was always more of a shaved ice kind of guy. Oh, that was... Either way, I used the same voice for them, so whatever. This will sound silly, but I like the flavors with a pretty color to them. Don't you think that color can make the ice cream taste better or worse sometimes? I'm fine with most flavors, as long as it isn't anything weird. I usually get vanilla or strawberry, though. I suppose I prefer vanilla. I'm the kind of guy who has a gazillion different flavors of scoops and does crazy stuff with the toppings. Gotta live your life, right? Does choice of ice cream really have to do with living your life? Blah, blah. It sure does. Ice cream is amazing. You shut up, Florian. You can say that again. Well, that's all we have for the Q&A section this time. Tune in next time for more embarrassing questions and answers. Until then... Okay. I want to get the other one, so let's just, let's go with vanilla. I prefer vanilla. Really? I don't know why, but I'm kind of happy to hear that. Oh, I wonder why. Oh, come on, don't look at me like that. Alright. And then red velvet. I prefer red velvet. Is that so? Oh, he smiled. Princess's choice makes you happy, huh? That is none of your business. Now let's have dinner with the main cast. Oh, that's a pretty background. Several weeks after the release of Magical Otoge Ciel, the main cast members, as in the main protagonist and the love interests, had a dinner party together. Cheers, everyone! Things worked out really well. Well, leaving aside that one big error on release and the numerous updates that Batensan had to do. Oh, come on. Do you really have to be so pessimistic right now, too? Keep talking about that, and Batensan is going to be crying right alongside those ghosts. All the character development in your route didn't ease up on how much of a tightwad you are, huh? Whatever. That doesn't mean a lot coming from the guy who had people complain about his route. What? Oh, really? We're gonna go there? It's getting real personal on dinner celebration night. Oh, come on, both of you. Do you really have to argue right now, too? Don't stop me, Princess. Chumpy here insulted my honor. Again with the Chumpy? It is fine to leave it be, Lady Ciel. Apparently the fans enjoy it when the two of them argue like this. Really? Well, okay. I guess this is just how they are anyway. Hate sex. I'm glad that you see that, Princess. Anyway, back to business. Right, back to business. People complained about your route being short and lackluster, which I assume is the same as your... Whoa, stop right there. This game is supposed to be relatively clean and pure. The motto I made up right now is clean and pure with the love and humor, so stick to it. Right. I'm not sure how pure you can keep a game that everyone downloads while muttering I'm about to sin, but you're right. Is that what they say? Really, is that what they say? Anyway, what were you going to say before, Florian? Nothing. Well, maybe it really is nothing. Hey, what did I just say? Clean and pure. Huh? What are they talking about, Anton? Just nothing. Okay then. Sheesh, you two brothers are mentally high-fiving right now, aren't you? Whatever. You know as well as I do that Batensan didn't intend on making my route seem like any less. Sure, she made this a little unclear, but my route already started in the other routes. My actual route is more like a wrap-up. In other words, I fulfilled my words, Chumpy. Even dramatically points at Florian. I took your girl. Ugh. Besides, in the poll, I'm still more popular than you, although Anton is inevitably in the lead. It must be tough being the lesser younger brother, eh? Like they say, always the bridesmaid and never the bride. Right, Anton? I would prefer if we did not discuss brides. There are things that I am not fond of remembering. Anyway, do the poll results really matter? The results were pretty close after all. Florian and Yvonne had their own points in time when they were leading in the poll anyway. All of you had fans who felt that you were their favorite. Isn't that great? Yeah, you're right about that. Phew, you really do keep this group from straight up fighting, Princess. Speaking of fighting, there are Florian fans who don't really like Anton, and vice versa. I'd really like to see those two groups get into a big, juicy argument about who's the better brother. Do you always just go around cheering on fights? No wonder you don't have any friends. Psh, I have friends. Even if I didn't, then it would be a personal choice, I assure you. In any case, perhaps the difference between opinions is from the contrast in Florian and myself. Anton is a lot more distant, and his reactions are really subtle after all. On the other hand, Florian is pretty obvious. And you can say that again. So obvious. It gets painfully difficult to watch sometimes. Or read. Right, you know all about watching. Anyway, so this is a great dinner, don't you think? Fun fact, out of the four of us, I'm the best cook. Well, you would have to be because... Well, he would have to be because he's the one that travels by himself all the time. Are you just going to gloat this entire episode? Just shove an entire basket of breadsticks down your throat and be quiet. I bet that's not what he wanted to say. I bet he wanted to say shove them up your ass. You don't think I was already planning on doing that? But it'd be boring if we all just glared at each other until dinner was over. In other words, I have a bad feeling. I brought my fanfiction of Princess and Anton. Oh my god. What? A fanfiction of me and Anton? This is rather disturbing, even for you. Please, leave the comments of disgust for after I read the fanfiction out loud. Special thanks to Florian over here for so desperately pleading me to write this work of art. I was being sarcastic. Too bad, because the damage is already done. Take that as a life lesson. Anyway, I actually have 2 different fanfictions I made. Which one do you want to hear first? The school life AU or the coffee shop AU? AU? It means alternate universe. You'd know that if you spent more time on the internet. Yeah, right. The internet is probably filled with people like you, so no thanks. Good choice. Well, I guess we'll just start with the high school life one. I'll just summarize it and read highlights. You can enjoy the full thing on your own time. I'm excited to hear what you have, probably. What about you, Anton? I suppose I'm as excited as I ever am. Good, probably. In the school setting, Anton is the smoking hot new student teacher at Princess's school. Oh no. At least someone's enjoying this besides me. Anyway, the people in the class clamor about the new teacher and ask if Anton is dating anyone, to which he coolly replies, "I am not seeing anyone at the moment." The other people in his class joke around with him, with asking him out and asking about what's his type, but their efforts are dampened by Anton's level-headedness. And it turns out that Anton is a pretty stern and effective teacher, since he can turn from cool to intimidating in a second. After school, Princess forgets her notebook or something at her desk and goes back to the empty classroom to retrieve it at sunset. Sunset. Of course. And so, Princess sees the dreamy Anton gazing out the window, the wind softly swaying his hair, just as Princess's heart is beginning to sway. Allow me to read a select passages. Never daydreaming, Anton soon noticed Ciel's presence in the classroom. Realizing that the handsome student teacher was looking right at her, Ciel snapped back into attention. Oh, God. Shh, Florian, I want to hear! Must we, Lady Ciel? Of course! The sharp student teacher made a guess as to why Ciel was there. Did you forget something? Anton asked. Ciel noticed that Anton's tone of voice was more gentle than the one she had heard during the day. The change was subtle, but there. Perhaps the usual sternness was just his way of being professional. Yeah, just my notebook, Ciel laughed awkwardly as she walked over to her desk that coincidentally was next to the window that Anton was standing at. Ah, I found it, Ciel said to herself as she retrieved her notebook. Sorry, I just had to come back, even though it's almost time for the school gates to close. Despite the student teacher's previous gentle tone, Ciel was... the student teacher's previous... Ciel was still a little worried that he'd respond strictly. Ciel nervously looked up at Anton, curious to what he would say. Lucky for Ciel, it turned out that the gentle tone wasn't just a one-time thing. It's fine, Anton replied simply. Take care on your way home. Oh. Ciel's apprehensive expression melted into a sweet, relieved smile. I will, Ciel replied with her usual cheer. She wouldn't usually have spoken so energetically to a teacher, but she was happy that Anton wasn't as stern as she thought he was. You take care, too. Anton paused for a moment, caught off guard by this suddenly bubbly girl who had been nervous and apologetic just a second ago. Of course, Anton replied with the slightest yet sincere smile you've ever seen. At that moment, Ciel couldn't help but become conscious of the sappy charm of the sunset-lit situation and realized why her classmates were so excited about this new teacher. Ugh. Can we stop there, please? Oh, but you didn't even come into the story yet. You're a tutor at the school. Oh, and the princess's pops is the principal of the school, too. Just saying. Wow, that was fun, but kind of embarrassing. I'm glad to hear it. That's what these fanfictions are all about, after all. And what does the other star main character think about it? You certainly have time on your hands. Of course. Well, maybe you'll have a stronger opinion on this when you hear about the other stuff I have planned. Study dates, rare weekend dates, messages on the phone, an accidental first kiss between the two of you. This school life AU is truly bright. Right. What subject does Anton even teach, anyway? Glad to see that you're curious. I'm not. Right, Anton is an above-average all-rounder, so he can basically teach you anything. Whoops. But Princess is the one who will have to educate him on the ways of love. Oh my god. Ugh. Don't worry, you're an above-average all-rounder too. Anton might have had a more extensive knowledge than you because he's older, but at least you're a little more conscious in the love subject. Anton is so dense sometimes it's like trying to court a concrete wall. You seem to be enjoying this immensely. It's my passion. You can't leave out the potential of the coffee shop AU either. Both Anton and Princess work part-time in the same coffee shop. And so, coffee brews, but so does love. What, jealous? No, just disgusted. I guess fanfictions themselves aren't bad, but you actually know us, so it's weird. Whatever, just let me talk about my coffee shop AU. The sweet romance that awaits Princess and Anton has more spice than a pumpkin spice latte. The shop has a cute semi-formal uniform and everything, so you know what that means. Of course I'm going to have Princess accidentally walk in on Anton while he's changing. Oh god. Well, it's just going to be Anton without his shirt on, though, so... But that's still exciting enough. I was thinking about having it so that Princess accidentally spilled water on him so he had to change, but Princess isn't really a klutz, so I thought again. Maybe a customer accidentally bumps into Princess or something. In any case, I just need an excuse for Anton to take off his shirt. You don't hear that sentence every day. The coffee shop AU has a lot of hidden potential, you know, such as... I brewed this coffee just for you, or, for some reason, I feel distracted whenever I see you smiling at the customers. I can't look away from you. Bright and beautiful. I wonder how long you've been thinking about these AUs, even. Longer than I should. I think so, too. Do you appear in the stories, even? Oh, please, Princess. Gratuitous self-inserts are shameful. What is this, 2007? Tell me about it, oh my god. What are you even talking about? Can we just enjoy a quiet evening for the rest of the day? I don't want to talk about spice anymore. Florian moved on to eating his dessert. Oh, that looks good, Florian. Didn't you get a message, like, to the most precious boy or something along with it? Yeah, I did. I don't really know why, though. I think you were the one that people called precious the most often. He is pretty precious. Really. Sheesh, how can people say things like that with such a straight face? Well, anyway, did you want to try some? I think you'd like it. Really? I'd love to. In that case, here. Hold it right there. You're ruining Yvin's OTP, Florian. Yvin snatches Florian's dessert. You think I'd really let you do that right in front of me? What are you even talking about? Florian snatches Yvin's dessert in retaliation. Yvin pours hot sauce over the dessert that Florian snatched. Bon appetit. You ought to get some spice in your life too, Mr. Plain Vanilla. Why you? Some people happen to like plain vanilla. Don't worry, Florian, I like vanilla. Lady Ciel. Anton does too. Oh, right. That's awkward. Oh la la, you are so weak to Princess. Just take the breadsticks and leave. No breaking the furniture, you two. Florian and Yvin do get out for a while. Sorry about all the noise, Anton. I know you're patient and all, but it probably gets tiring after a while. True, I am not too fond of brawls in restaurants. However, you certainly seem to be enjoying this. I suppose seeing your smile results in me lightening up as well. I am still a bit conflicted as to whether that is good or not, but admittedly, this is not such a bad feeling when it's with you. Really? I'm glad to hear that. Hey! Yvin crashes back into the scene. You have a lot of nerve doing cheesy lines right in front of us. Oh, come on, you're the one making fan fictions about them. This is this and that was that. I still like Princess, you know. I'll never understand you. Make out now. Just make out. It's fine. No. Sorry. Are you guys done fighting yet? We'll have to apologize to the staff later. And so the four of them lived happily ever after. Probably. Okay. So that was all of Magical Otoge Ciel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did. So, thank you for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.